Today, we level up your text and list skills. Whenever you process input, tidy data, or format output, strings and lists do the heavy lifting. We will slice to extract parts, split text into lists of words, join lists back into sentences, replace chunks of text, and find where a substring lives. Think of this like learning how to cut, separate, glue, swap, and locate. These tools combine beautifully, and you will use them in nearly every real project you build. Slicing is like taking a precise cut from a loaf of bread. You name a start, a stop, and an optional step. In code, you write the word slice using a start index, a colon, a stop index, and an optional second colon with a step. Start is included. Stop is excluded. Step jumps by a fixed amount. Negative indexes count from the end. This works on strings and lists because both are sequence types that support slicing consistently. Reverse slicing reads the sequence backward by using a negative step. When the step is negative, Python adjusts the effective ends so the slice still works. This lets you reverse a string, take every second character from right to left, or extract a tail section neatly. Remember that the stop is still exclusive, so you stop just before that index as you move backward through the data. Split takes a string and returns a list of pieces. If you pass a specific separator, it splits exactly on that sequence. If you omit the separator, Python treats any run of white space as a single separator and trims empty pieces at the edges. Join does the opposite. It takes a list of strings and glues them together using the string you call join on. Think of join as the glue and split as the scissors. Replace returns a new string with old parts swapped for new parts. You can give a maximum count to limit how many replacements happen. Find returns the lowest position where the substring appears, or -1 if it is not present. Use find when you actually need the position. If you only need to know if text is present, the word in is simpler and clear. These rules make your intent obvious and your code safer. Lists also slice, which means you can grab ranges, skip elements, and copy lists quickly. A slice with no start and no stop makes a shallow copy. A negative step reverses the list. You can also slice to take a middle chunk and keep only what you need for the next step. This is handy for batching, paging, or trimming headers. These slice rules are shared across sequence types, so your knowledge transfers neatly. Challenge time. Your task is to read a raw sentence from the user, clean it, and produce a short summary. First, remove extra spaces. Second, split into words. Third, build a snippet from the first 5 words using slicing. Fourth, replace a target word with an uppercase version if it appears. Fifth, locate the first position of that target using a find call and report it, or say not found. Use print lines so we can see each step. Pause the video, hit the subscribe button, and give the challenge a go. Here's one way to achieve the outcome. We first normalize the spaces by splitting on any white space and joining with a single space. That removes leading, trailing, and repeated spaces. Then we split into words for later list work. We slice the first 5 words to build a snippet and join them with a single space. For emphasis, we replace the target with its uppercase twin across the cleaned sentence. Finally, we call find to get the lowest index, or -1, and we print a friendly report. Let us know how you went in the comments below. Great work! You learned to slice forwards and backwards, split text into lists, join lists into strings, replace targeted parts, and find positions. These are the everyday tools of data cleaning and message formatting. In the challenge, you combined everything into a tidy pipeline that reads, cleans, slices, emphasizes, and reports. Next up, we make your output look professional with number formatting. We will compare the built-in round with money-safe decimal rounding. Don't forget to hit that subscribe and bell so you don't miss out.